Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Now, today's video, we are going to get back to old ways. We have the Las Vegas Open coming up, and they are going to have a Warhammer reveal show. So this is going to be the first major preview of the year. Obviously, we get a few things from Warhammer community here and there, and we've obviously seen one amazing reveal already this year in the brand new Demon Primarch Fulgrim model for Warhammer 40,000. But this is sure to be quite a substantial amount, because I think this will probably show us most of what we're probably going to see in the first quarter of the year from GW. I'm really excited for it. I think there'll be a ton of cool models released for a bunch of different games. Now, they have announced what those games will be. So, the Las Vegas Open Show, you've got the dates here for it. And we have Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Old World, Necromunda, and Black Library. All of which are really, really cool things. And so we've got all these dates here. This to me would suggest, are we having those attending in person will get a little earlier like everyone else. We'll be hosting a stream on Warhammer Community and on Warhammer Twitch 9 PM PST. What's that, Pacific Standard Time in America? I'm not entirely sure. Which is at the Brisket hours 5 AM GMT on Friday the 17th. Greenwich Median Time, which is the UK, so I'll be somewhere around there. Maybe I might try and organise a stream for this one. We'll see what is happening. That is, the kids are back at school, I think, for me, so should be something we can be able to do. But anyway, we've got these 5 different things that are going to get revealed. There's, once again, no Warcry. Is a shame. It just heads me more and more to believe that we're probably going to see a new edition of that game this year. No Middle-earth, we just had a major release for them, and no Warhammer Underworlds or Legions Imperialis. This is the first time we haven't seen Imperialis stuff for a while. But we have these 5 pictures here. We're going to go into the video to look at them, and there's 5 pictures, and some of them I think are fairly obvious what they are. Some of them are creating some interesting discussion on what they may be. But let's go into the video here, because I think this will probably show us a bit better of a view. That's just Alex and Nick talking about stuff. Obviously we see the games. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames, from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modiphius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. So this will be the first one we see. I think this is pretty much almost a self-explanatory one. This, I think, is going to be new Black Knights for the Soulblight Gravelords, so that would mean Soulblight Gravelords coming for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which is cool. We're going to see the first Death faction. Yeah, they haven't got one. There's been Chaos. Yeah, Chaos, Order, and Destruction. Yeah, so first Death faction for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Just had a little recap. New Black Knights, I'm quite happy that we're going to see new Black Knights. I hope it's new Black Knights, because we've already got the White King updated on Mounted Steed, so that would make sense that we see that again. So new Black Knights, I think maybe we might see new Graveguard would be the other kit that needs to be updated. And maybe a new White King on foot, because the old guy is getting a little bit behind. But that'll be a cool set of minis to see. I think, those 3 would make a good release for Soulblight. Nothing new, but just getting the final bits of that range updated. That would leave, just the Vargeist to get a new kit at that point. Because we've got skeletons, we've got zombies. And the Corpse Cart would need a new kit as well. So, very close to having a fully updated Age of Sigmar style kit. I think, yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory. The next one is interesting, because what are these called? Thanatar or Thalax? They are big AdMech robots. Now, this is probably for 40k. It's not going to be for Heresy, because They didn't have Heresy in their reveal, and I feel like if the AdMech stuff was going to, they would have it. What's cool about this, though, is new Legio Cybernetica, which is something they've been trying to... Obviously, we had the detachment in the AdMech book already giving us Legio Cybernetica stuff, so this would be pretty cool if it is a new Legio Cybernetica unit for the AdMech. AdMech having already had their codex out and seeing a new mini is a little weird, but I'm all for models getting added to books later in an edition. It's cool, it keeps people that only play like that singular army invested later on, and honestly, it's how releases should be. We should be seeing all books at the start of the edition, and then just models getting added or updated throughout the edition, I feel. But I'm pretty sure this will probably be our 40k release, because although, is it going to be? Because we don't have, we've probably got a 40k release in the next one. Where are we? No. We'll go to this one next, because I think this is another one of the self-explanatory ones. This is Lucius, isn't it? For the Emperor's Children, we've obviously already seen Fulgrim and Lucius with his whip, his sword. Yeah, I think this is just a brand new Lucius model for the Emperor's Children, which are obviously getting a big release this year. Going to be awesome to see them getting a full army of their own. So I don't think there's much more to say about that. I mean, what else would we see with this? I think you'll probably see a Noise Marine unit or two, maybe a regular Noise Marine and a heavy Noise Marine, or like some combat Noise Marines. To make them a full army, what did the World Eaters get? They got their regular Khorne Berserkers, and they got the two brand new units alongside the characters. So yeah, we might see a couple of units alongside. But Emperor's Children, this one is the one I think a lot of people are interested and unsure what it is. We'll see if I can get a better angle of it. We're gonna play ball. Let's see if I can get over. This one here, we'll just crop out of that for a second. Go down here because you can. It's not gonna work. Anyway, you can see here it's like a centipede bug. Now, I don't think it's Old World, and I don't think it's Age of Sigmar. I think this is actually going to be Necromunda, because we do have, history of bugs being in Necromunda. We obviously have the Ash Waste Nomads in Necromunda who ride like those giant grasshopper cockroach things. We've seen centipedes in there before. I think that could certainly be something for Necromunda. Obviously, the other obvious thing it could be is for Age of Sigmar. I don't think it is, but it could be cool. Is for the Sylvaneth. We've seen the Bitter Grub that the Branch Witch has on her shoulder. We obviously have the Glade Worm as well, the Endless Spell for the Sylvaneth. So it could definitely be maybe something Sylvaneth, but I do think maybe Necromunda might be what we're looking at. And then we'll go just back in here for the last one we're going to have. If I can get... once again, do they give us a decent look at it? Once again, show us a better picture. You can see the back of it here. And then once again, just going down here, you can see the close-up in the middle here. I think this is going to be a Beastman Bray Shaman for Warhammer the Old World, because it definitely looks like the base is squared. We don't have sort of a curve to it at the front. You can see it's flat down the bottom here. Doesn't sort of have that groove. I think you can sort of see the line at the top of the base here, and then the part. So I think that'll be a Bray Shaman of some variety for Old World. There's been some thoughts with people I've chatted to. Maybe a Slug Tongue could be a cool thing to bring into Old World if we're going to get a Army of Renown focusing around him. But yeah, I think this will be a really cool reveal show. I'm excited to see what they do. The last reveal show they did was exactly how they should be doing a reveal show. They showed plenty of stuff for a decent while. I'd rather less reveal shows with these bigger things. I guess the only thing here to talk about is Black Library, and I do think that's going to be an interesting one because we've obviously just finished up now 2 major series for them. And the first one people obviously will know is the Heresy has just finished the Siege of Terra. I think maybe we'll start looking into the Scouring and the stuff directly after that would probably be what I expect. But also we've just finished up the, what are they called? Dawn of Fire series has finished up now because we've had the last book released on that. So I think maybe we're due for like a new sort of grand narrative for 40k, and maybe Age of Sigmar might get something to push the narrative through on that. Really excited to see what we're going to see on those, but I definitely think maybe the head of Black Library here will be the Scouring, the next part of the Heresy. You know, Guilliman coming in and cleansing all the Alpha Legion and all that, sort of pushing everyone back into the Eye of Terror. You'd get things like the Iron Cage, and all of that sort of story to be told. The stabbing of Guilliman and all that would be really cool to see. But what are your thoughts on what everything is? Let us know down in the comments below. Love to hear from everyone. And so, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below, letting us know your thoughts on what it was we were talking about. If you'd like to, you can go join our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description, as are all the places you can help support the channel as well. Once again, thank you for joining. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey.